Doing a special live today. This is a painting I'm going to do. It's if you've ever gone to Michael's, they have these paint by number sets. They're a little different nowadays, but 3 years ago they had this really cool one of a cool landscape that looked more like a traditional painting. Nowadays they look like, cartoons, but like they actually had some cool paint by numbers back in the day. Now they're all like, cats, things like of that nature. But not that I don't like cats, but so I'm going to try and remember what the landscape looked like. And I know what it looked like because I remember. So I'm going to paint the landscape live. And if you want to subscribe, that would be awesome. Thanks for subscribing. So this is a paint number image that I'm going to be doing and turning it into my style of art. How's that sound? I did it again. I mixed the paint with my brush. So I guess I have to start with the land. So there's going to be some foreground here. I'll just lay it out real quick. And there's going to be a mountain here with, there's going to be like a peninsula here, kind of. And then this kind of comes around, and I think it connects here. So I hope it's doing good today. This will be the horizon here. And then we'll have like another hill here. And I think there was a tree over here, but I'll do the mountain next. And I'll put the tree in on the side. So I'm going to put the mountain in dark. A pretty tall mountain too. I remember being really tall in the picture. A bunch of peaks. And this scene, it was just a straight on scene like this, and then there was water down here. Then there's going to be a row of trees underneath the mountain there. Put the water in now, and then I'll put the sky in. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da-ba. I feel a lot better now after my fall on the ice. I've been like dealing with a lot of stuff the last 3 weeks, trying to heal up. But today is kind of like the best I've felt so far, so I think I'm heading in the right direction as far as healing up. And I want to play guitar until tomorrow. We got a show, me and Lisa, but I'll be gone. I'm going to visit my mom in Oklahoma I'll be leaving Sunday, so probably won't be doing any painting. I might go live in Oklahoma just to show you where my mother lives. So this was just a bunch of bushes down here. And then when I'm done with this, I'll pull the tape off. I want to show you how cool it looks using this. This is special acrylic paper that you can paint on, so you don't, if you don't want to use a canvas, you can do it on this paper. So I'm going to do the mountain next, so I could get the bottom mountain done there. I like doing mountains. Took me years to get these mountains down to the style that I like. I've got a lot of videos on my channel that explains how I put the color on the mountain, like how I'm doing right now, to give the mountain some dimension. You could either use a brush like I'm using, or you can use a knife. But I can use either one. I like to paint them really loose. These mountains are really far away, so you don't have to put much detail on them. I'll show you what I mean once I get this done, how cool it looks. Look at that. Look at the mountain. It looks so cool. I just kind of burned through that. Doesn't that look wicked? I'm going to put a little more white in there to brighten up some of the snow here. Look at that. A few more like hills with the white by just brushing white across here. All right, let me do the sky. The sky is going to be a light blue. Be light blue. This is acrylic paint, so I'm using water as a flow agent, so it flows better. Brush. When a lot of the videos I have on my channel, I explain everything a little better. This live here is going to watch me paint this. So paint my number. I might have the original image on my phone. I can show you at the end what the image looks like. But it's going to be pretty close. It's pretty close to what they did. So lately on my skies, I've been kind of doing this, angling down one direction, and I guess it appeals to a lot of people if you angle your sky down instead of going straight across. It gives the painting a little cool, I think. And I like this. I found a good quality paper. This paper I'm using is made by Canson. It's for mixed media. Guess what? You get 60 of the page in here. It's like a big booklet, and the paper works awesome for acrylic. Because about a half ago I was painting on paper and it was no good because I was using a cheaper paper. And this paper is actually pretty good. And then it's easier to store your paintings when you're done. You won't have 1,000 canvases everywhere like I have. If you guys saw my house, you'd be like, whoa. You would freak out on all the canvases everywhere. But I'm going to get rid of a lot of those. And because this summer I sell my art at the farmers markets, and I'm going to get rid of a lot of those canvases. It's kind of hard to haul them around too, you know. So this paint by number, it was pretty simple. They had some trees across the back here. So let's put those in real quick. I'll put the tops in. It was pretty much straight across like this. It just looked like trees on the back side of the water there. And if I remember right, they had about three of the trees poking up out of there. I'll show you what I mean. Like evergreen trees. So if you take your fan brush and turn it sideways, you could pop up some treetops in the back here. And I think they had 3 or 4 of them. There we go. This is a really famous paint by number design. I heard it was painted by an artist in New York. And the actual painting's in a museum up there that they made this paint by number from. That's the story I heard. All right, let's put reflection in the water. I'm going to do it today. There's my reflection, and we're going to run a white line across. If I can find my knife. When you do that white line back there, try and make it really small so it looks far away. If you make that white line too thick, you won't have the illusion of distance. So these lines back here, if you keep them really thin and small, and as you move forward, you can get a little bigger. That looks pretty cool. Nice reflection. We'll run some water down the middle here. might use a brush. Yeah, I'll run a brush across it. So hopefully everybody's doing all right. I just iPhone yesterday. I was going to get the 16, but they gave me such a great deal on the 15. I just got 15. But I just went to the park and did a video of downtown Seattle. If you want to go that short out, then you can see kind of where I live. I'm right on the edge of Magnolia, and I took a picture of downtown Seattle, a video of it. I'm not far from downtown. I could get there in 5 minutes. If I wanted to go watch a base game, I could be there in 10 minutes. Alright, there's my water. And I like it. Alright, let's put some more trees in here. So then this painting had a few trees right here on this peninsula going into the sky. They're a little just some skinny trees here. Kind of covering that part of the mountain, but it'll still look cool. Wow, that looks amazing already. Thanks for all the likes, everyone. I know you're probably all busy at work, so thanks for stopping in just to give me a like. I appreciate that. I'll put some bushes here. And then there's bushes down here. Grass. I'll have to highlight all these bush stuff. Now on the side they had a tree here. So since I've been getting better at my trees, let's put a tree here. Took me a long time to understand how to highlight these trees. The key to these type of trees is, this is dark green. It probably looks black, but you put your dark color down first like that. Just like all these, everything is dark right now. But I'm going to highlight everything with green and yellow and orange. It's going to look cool. But there we go. Look, that's pretty much the image of the painting. And then there's clouds up there that I'll do. But doesn't that, they had a paint by number that looked just like this. I'm going to start with these bushes down here. I'm going to use a very light green. so they kind of pop. I'm going to actually make it grass is what I'm going to do. We'll put some grass down here. Now you see how I layered that? If you're an artist, I did this first. I layered it going up that way. Now you could do it the other way too. And then if you want it to look more like grass, you can carefully pull up some of the color. Just a little. Don't overdo it. It looks like grass to me. Alright, now we're going to change colors up a bit. I kind of like that color, so I'm going to use it over here. And I'm just going to lighten it up a bit. So I'm going to add a little white to it, because this is further away. And we'll do the same thing here. We'll just put some grass underneath these trees. And I'll kind of layer them like bushes. Just like that. I want to make these like orange. So I have this, I didn't know what it was. It said it was orange, Naples orange or something like that. I put a little bit of red in it to make it more orange. So check this out. We're going to have some bushes here. Doesn't that look cool? When it dries, it'll look really nice. And I'm going to make this tree red, like a maple tree. I'm using a red violet, I think it's what it's called. So watch this. I'm going to make a round group of leaves here in the middle, like this. Pretty big. And then I'm going to make smaller ones now. Trying to shape the tree. I think that looks cool. Fix this here. And I'm going to put some white blossoms. I'll put some white blossoms up there in a second. So I like that color. I'm going to use it in the corner. And add a little blue to it to make it like a purple color. And we're going to make these purple bushes here. We'll put some flowers down here. Wow. Lots of... Now the paint by number, thank you, Jen. The paint nut by number that I'm talking about didn't have any color. It had all just, it was all green. Adding color into it to give it some pop, you know. Thank you for saying that. I'm glad you like my artwork. I'm just these trees pretty bright so we can see the leaves on them. When you highlight, you don't have to fill the whole tree in. Just leave some of it dark because it looks like the shadow, okay? Just side of it. Every time I put art on X, you know, the old Twitter, they seem to like it, and it's barely got some highlight on it. I get more likes. Now these are far away, so I'm going to use this color, but add some white to it to make it not so green. And I'm just going to barely hit some color on those. I don't even think I need any color, really. But they're so far away. I could lighten up the whole group of trees with a grayish color. Let's see what it looks like. I'll test it over here. Yeah, I like that better. It's more grayish. Because the trees went black way back there. So that's like a green, it looks like. There we go. That looks a lot. All right, I'll put a bird up there. How's that? I'll put a bird. I'm going to add some blossoms to this tree. Yeah, I know. You gotta put something in your painting to attract some eye it, you know. The reason I do landscapes because I live in Seattle and people love their landscapes here. If you do flowers down here, don't put the white on one. Just put them random. You could put a few flowers on top of these bushes, but like I said, don't do every single one because it'll look ridiculous. A swan, there you go, or a duck. Yeah, swans are easy to do. You're right. I've seen people put swans in the water, yeah. What I've been doing, I've been putting like Sometimes I'll put lily pads in here if it's just like a pond. But yeah, thanks for that. I forgot all the swan. I'll try and throw a swan in there. Probably a couple of them because they're usually in pairs. We'll put some brown dirt underneath here. It's burnt umber. It adds a little more color to it as well. Even though it's just brown. It's looking really good. Let me do another highlight. So it's cool when you do they have a button you can hit here, and it gives you a 5-minute highlight of the last 5 minutes what you just did. So I end up with a few more 5-minute videos after this live is over with. But there's the layout of that paint by number. I could add a small tree in the front here. But let's do a swan like you said. I'll zoom into the water and we'll try and do a swan. Let's see. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antone. Everything that I got is just what I got on. Alright, let's do a swan. We'll do a couple of them because whoops, my brush is that looks more like a duck, that one. They look more like ducks, but that's alright. Cool, thank you for the idea. If I make them ducks, I'll just, what I'll do is, I'll put some color on them. I did a yay in one of my paintings about a couple weeks ago. This brush is splitting on me. Hello by morning, up from San Antone. All right. I like the ducks. I like the mallard ducks. The mallard ducks are all different colors. It's kind of cool. Alright, I better not mess with them anymore. Ducks there for you. It's usually, when I paint my landscapes, I like to use, I could do the whole painting with this brush. And then when you start doing detail work like that, it it looks a little different, you know. It's hard to get it with the rest of the style of the painting. I think those will work. I'll just do some simple clouds up there today. Kind of like swooping down. I ran out of paper towels, so I don't have any left. There we go, guys. I'm going to run to the store for a little bit. But there's my phone. I don't even know what kind of ringer I had. Hola.
Are you talking to me on your new phone?
I am.
Very nice.
And it's not on speaker either. And I'm doing a live.
Oh, you are? Okay. My timing is terrible.
Yeah, but you're not. They can't hear you though, so.
Well, but you're busy, so I'll let you go.
All right, I'll call you right back.
Okay. Bye.
All right, bye. That was Lisa. That's my bandmate. We went live yesterday, the Rick and Lisa Experience. If you want to hear me play guitar and sing, check it out. It's called the Rick and Lisa Experience. We're on YouTube. There's some birds. Wow, this turned out pretty good for hanging in there. There's a couple of you that stayed with me. I appreciate that. KK Baird, yeah, see ya, Jason. Oh, your phone's 1%. All right, well, thanks for stop, everyone. I'm going to end it right now anyway. Put a few branches out. This brush has had it. All right, I kind of like it. There we go. This was really fun. Thanks for the suggestion on the swans. I know they didn't turn out to be swans. They're more like ducks, but that was cool. I've never put any ducks in my painting before. So that was nice to do that. But this is a paint by number. If you didn't see the type that they used to sell at Michael's, I just took the idea of the paint by number and just made it my own. It looks pretty cool. Let me take the tape off now. I want to show you how cool it looks. It makes it look like a color painting when you got this border around the painting. Watch how cool it looks. I noticed you can save this tape for the next painting if you don't let it fold up like this. There we go. So it'll work a couple times for you so you don't waste your painter's tape. And just stick it up there for the next painting. But watch how cool this looks with the border. I probably sell a lot of these this summer. I sell my art at the farmers markets here in Seattle. And I think they're going to really like that. I'm going to have to find a way to put plastic on it. And it'll be a lot easier selling them like this because it's on a paper. It'll be easier for them to frame it too. I'll be able to move a lot more art because just for me to take 50 pieces over there of canvas, it's a lot of moving. This really came out great. I really like it. So if you got this kind of easel, then you can let the paper rest down here when you're done. But this board you get at Michael's, it's a sketchboard actually, but they're expensive. But you could put anything up there you want. You could actually paint on a larger piece of canvas if you wanted. Tape it to a canvas. That size is 14 by 17. With good size for selling art. And you still get to use your large brushes. I like to use large brushes, so I don't like to do really small paintings. Just the smallest I can go. This came out pretty good. I mean, it's a basic layout. It's that's why I guess people, and it fills up the whole canvas with color. You got a tree over here. You got mountains here. Things filled in, with something. All right, I'm gonna end this and start another one here in about 10 minutes. If you want to come back, I think I'm gonna do a portrait. I haven't done a portrait yet on this paper. Check out this new feature they gave me though. They gave me a green screen. I have to get in front of it for it to work though. Let's see. There I am. Thanks for showing up. It doesn't work with my painting though. You have to be standing right in front of it. But I could share other pictures with you from my. Uh, I think I can share other pictures with my photos. Yeah, see? It gives you my whole. That's not doing it today. Oh, there they are. See, I can show you other paintings that I've done. There's a Charlie Chaplin I did. But they're big, they're huge sizes. Alright, well, I'm done, guys. I'll see you. I don't know how to shut this off now. There we go. Alright, we'll see you on the next video. Cheers.